Alright, so we're gonna be doing a different bit of a video, a different bit of facts. I want to do more of like a different kind of video, kind of more like a live cut com kind of style, and it's definitely much easier on BO2. You can see we're on Plutonium. You guys have read the title too. Gonna be talking about, I don't know what the title is, Trickshotting 2025, current state of it, and is it dead or not, well, everything about it. I'm gonna jump into that. Shout out if you're an OC com, by the way. There's not a lot of people that still play, especially like how the com used to be. There's definitely not a lot of people like that anymore, and it's kind of fucking sad, but it is what it is. I've been seeing a lot on the timeline on Twitter, especially around the Trickshotting com, about how alive the com is and what's going on with the com these days. And I kind of wanted to just do this video and kick back on Plutonium and talk about it and just like kind of voice my opinion about the shit. And I think it's kind of interesting to talk about, and I'd like to like kind of hear what everyone else has to say about it. The com definitely is at a fucking low at the moment. I don't think anyone will disagree with that necessarily. I see a lot of people say on the timeline like how a lot of discussion on how we get this shit back to how it was, and if I'm being honest, that shit is just not happening. It's definitely not happening to how it was. People just need to just focus on how to keep it alive for what it is at the moment, and what the current state it is in. Just kind of help it for what it is. It's never gonna be how it was, and I think people just need to kind of forget about that. The only idea of that getting to how it was is BO2 remastered, MW2 remastered, some ridiculous shit like that. But what are the fucking odds of that? That shit's probably not gonna fucking happen. I think the main thing that kind of killed the com, and I think people like can acknowledge this but won't acknowledge it as the leading factor, which I think is the leading factor, is just simply the fucking CODs. CODs are important. Like, the COD that we get dealt with each year and released to each year is what we're gonna fucking play for the next year. And if it's a bad COD, like fucking BO6, unfortunately, what the fuck are we gonna play? We're going back to this shit? How many times are we gonna fucking do this? You know what I mean? We haven't had a COD, like a good COD since, what, maybe 19, MW19? Like, even that arguably didn't survive like that, A lot of people tend to argue that like it's the com is so toxic and we need to need to change, but like, bro, there's games like League of Legends, fucking Valorant. There's so many other games with communities that are just as fucking toxic as the COD com. They're quite still relevant today and still alive, so it really can't just be that. The main point is it's definitely the Call of Duty. It's like we've just been dealt with shitty CODs that don't cater to trickshotting. That is the number one thing. I think they're great for sniping, Warzone. If you do any of that shit, you're fucking winning. I'll be real, the BO6 movement is great. If you're a sniper, Warzone player, any of that shit, it's a great game. Trickshotting, it's pretty fucking ass. All these new games always bring us back to these fucking BO2, fucking IW4X, IW6X, IW5, all these clients and all these other games for a reason, because they're just not, people can't bear to play them that long. These games specifically, like BO2, is just kind of, it caters so much to trickshotting in terms of the mechanics, the maps, everything about it, you know what I mean? But these new CODs just really don't, they don't have a chance as much as these old games, and that's why we always continuously go back to them. And it's pretty evident on how good a new Call of Duty or a good Call of Duty for trickshotting would be, because we've had shit like H2M, and SM2. Like, imagine if we really got those things. FaZe literally had like a fucking roster lined up for H2M. Like, how sick that would have been. What the fuck? We have people like Apex, Rain, streaming and uploading this shit. This shit does get boring at a certain extent. That's why we have so many people that were in the com that are now not trickshotting, because we keep going back to these old CODs, and at some point it just does get fucking boring. People don't want to play these older games. We'll come back for like maybe 2 months to play it every fucking 2 years, but after that, the shit is boring. We've played the shit before. There's also a lot of other factors that I'm probably missing, but I think the main point is that, without a good game of trickshotting, the shit is it just doesn't help anything with the com. What the fuck? Why did I fucking disconnect? Yeah, I mean, standards just got ridiculous too. That is another thing we need to fucking call out. It's just how ridiculous this shit got. Back to like the fucking golden age of trickshotting. You would watch FaZe Rain go for 720 insta swaps. That shit is easy for people to consume, especially people that are like fresh to trickshotting. You look at shit nowadays, it's fucking ridiculous. The shit kind of resulted to people scripting shots, cutting clips, setting up, faking clips, all this shit. I'm not gonna knock that as well, because if you want to do that and that's how you have your fun, hey, do it. You know what I mean? People complain about the whole 2-boxing, and I get it, but me personally, I use my 2-box. Give me a fucking break. I want to get to last and have some attempts. This kid is being a fucking little rat. Let me kill you, bitch. There are things that I think that could be done and, would be helpful for the com and the state it is in right now. What the fuck is this kid doing? I think number one is, as much as people maybe don't want to hear it, is just we need to make more content on this shit. We need more content creators, people kind of spreading this whole shit more. You know, that's really what it is. At least for myself personally, I would fucking go on YouTube, load up a phase rain video, phase adapt, whoever the fuck it was, watch the video, go and fucking BO2 trick shot after. That was my day. You know what I mean? I think that relates to a lot of people in the community, and I think generally we just need to fucking bring back a lot more content creation around the trick shotting shit. Another thing is being original. I think, like, you know, at this point, it's fucking 2025. Damn near everything has been fucking done. Let's be real. I mean, look at me now. I'm making this video on BO2 Plutonium. Probably never fucking seen this before. Let me try lock in and hit this window shot real quick for the video. So yeah, it was this kid. Okay. He shot so far down to the ground, but we'll take that. I think another thing too is bringing the comm together, you know, whether that's like hosting challenges, RCs, all that kind of shit, you know, people collaborating, doing shit together. I think that shit really does fucking help. I recently helped out too with the challenge with a bunch of squads to get together and just play BO6 and drop a little montage each. Like, shit like that gets people playing these new CODs. People that were, like, playing for that challenge, literally, they were, like, the last people to actually touch BO6 with Trickshotting. I'm sure if you're on the Twitter comp for Trickshotting as well, you guys would have seen the Ghost Gaming challenge they just recently put out. You know, shit like that, simple stuff like that, just keeps people a bit active and more in touch with the comm, back to Trickshotting, you know, just little things like that helps it. Oh, wait, at the buzzer. Well, looks like the OC FFA server's down, so I'm gonna throw in a bonus shot. If you go to my Twitter and follow that, make sure you guys follow that. You see all my shots there first, but enjoy the shot. Yes. Oh, there we go. Double hybrid. Both bang. The iPad didn't show. Fuck it, we'll take it. Alright, so this is gonna be it for this video. I kind of just wanted to share my 2 cents about this whole shit. You know, it's kind of been something everyone's been talking about for the past few years of trickshotting. It's probably a lot of other stuff I didn't even get to say that I haven't even thought of. But yeah, if you think any differently or want to share anything, leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, appreciate it.